Hello everybody, this is your boy QC. I'm gonna try to talk as softly as I can, but we're kind of like over the middle of the season as we're in week 10 of the college football season. I want to say 2019, 2018, 2019. So I thought I'll shoot from the hip and talk on while I'm dealing with the stats. So as you can see here for NC State, this is for the Wolfpack. 238 plays we've done, 51 uh, first downs, 863 passing yardage, which is by three quarterbacks: Lagarde, Rutherford, and Tinker. Target and Shiplet, they've been rushing like crazy. 792 yards, 11 penalties, 139 penalties per yard, 6 sacks, which was by my boy Lard and the defense. One interception and 22 touchdowns out of the weeks we played. For passing here, let me see if I could go down. I'm going to start all the way at the bottom. See if I can find my dude because I think he was all the way at the bottom around the time. Yeah, he's all the way at the bottom. First off, we're going to start with Christian Rutherford, our little star. Showtime Willis's son-in-law. 5 completions, 11 out of 11 attempts between, I want to say, 2 games. 45 and a half percentage, 190 yards, 17.3 yards per gain. No, yards average. Yards per average. 95 yards per gain. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. 75 yards was his longest, and 131.63 rating. For the oh, I always call him Sammy. I'm gonna call him Sammy by now. Shrimp Tinker or Sammy Tinker, as y'all may know him, out of I want to say 2 games because anyway, out of 2 games, 7 completions. He was on fire in the Clemson game. He was almost perfect for that day. Like I said, 7 completions out of 11 attempts, 63.6 percentage, 272 yards, 24.7 yards per average, 136 yards per gain, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 79 yards was his longest, and 146.78 rating. And if we go a little higher, if I could find my dude Lagarde. Oh, there we go. And Davante Lagarde, 12 attempts out of 31, terrible. 38.7 percentage, 401 yards, 12.9 yards per average, 133.7 yards per gain, 4 touchdowns, only 1 interception. 78 was his longest, and 112.57 rating for our three quarterbacks right here, especially one of our big starters for uh, Lagarde. Sorry, I'm kind of off it today. 67 attempts for the rushing yards for Enos Target. He's one of our best runners. I really like him, and he's a freshman. We got more years with this guy. 306 yards so far in the season, 443.7 yards per gain, 4.7 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns, and 53 was his longest in the season so far. If I could find, I think his name is Shiplet. Shiplet, yeah. Let me scroll on down. Shiplet, he's okay. I mean, he's no target. Target's like fast. Uh, did I miss some dudes? Did I miss some of my teammates? Did I? Oh no, because those guys been running too. Let me go back down some because I just saw Tinker. All right, Tinker. He had 32 rushing attempts, 183 yards, 91.5 yards per gain, 5.7 yards per carry, one rushing touchdown, and 13 was his longest. Let's go further down the section. They kind of need a better way to do this. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Or maybe I'm too stupid. Okay, for Rutherford, 27, 27 attempts, 119 yards, 59.5 yards per gain, 4.4 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns, and 54 was the longest he ran. And let's see about dude. The rushing is not terrible in this game. It's hard. It's hard to try to run because either you're going to be stopped in the backfield or you're just going to get like like I'm not going to say murdered, but like you're going to get really stopped. And early on in the game, if you remember, if you do that little I think it was called like brick something, where the quarterback would toss the ball to the running back, but then the running back didn't catch it, and then next thing you know it's like it's downhill from there. And as I found Shifley, it's downhill from there. It's a fumble. The other team will catch it. They're near our end zone, and we're just done. Okay. Darrell Shiflett, he had 11 attempts, 46 yards, 7.7 per gain, 4.2 per carry, 2 touchdowns, and the 35 was his longest. And I don't see anything on if I could find Lagarde. Maybe I passed him already, but that's for our boys. Receiving time. Um, Joe Graham, he's on top of the game. He has most the touchdowns. It's between him and Brothers. For Graham, 12 receptions, 554 yards. The season, 90.7 per gain, 45.3 per carry, with 7 touchdowns and 49 being his longest. And we're further down with Trevor Brothers. He had 5 receptions, 236 yards, 78.7 per gain, 47.2 per carry, with 3 touchdowns, 78 being his longest run. For defense, not much. Mainly, RD Manley, he has 9 tackles, 0 sacks, 0 interceptions, 0 passing defense, and 0, I want to say some touchdowns maybe. I'm not totally sure if it says it anything. Nope, it doesn't. Let's keep on going. I think I did this wrong. Maybe I did. Fudge nuggets. Okay. We'll just go do team for now. Sorry, I'm doing this live, so bear with me as we go all the way to the end section where illustrators. Like I said, I'm recording this off my PS4. It's gonna be uploaded through my PS4, so this is like a little update for y'all before we go to our next game against Florida State. Not the Seminoles, but they are known as the Warriors. Warriors. Whoop. Passed it. Either way, let's go kick on. Stickles, who got an interception against Syracuse in our last game. 6 tackles, 0 sacks, 1 interception. Like I said about that game. Interception, touchdown. Yeah, that's what it was. For him, he only got 1. Lar, he had 1 tackle, 1 sack, 0 interceptions, 0 pass defense and 0 interception touchdowns. Pearson, 5 tackles and 0 all across. Gavin Hayes, 2 tackles, 1 interception, and 1 interception touchdown. He took pick 6. Morgan Cook, this man loves to cook. 1 tackle and 2 sacks. Mason Krells, 1 tackle and 0 across. Joseph Harrison with 4 tackles. Devarius Nail with 4 tackles. Rashawn Shoots and Ladders, 9 tackles, 3 sacks, and 2 interceptions. Quazel Berry with 2 tackles. RD Manley with 9 tackles. And that's pretty much it. For punting, unfortunately, our dude Lewis Ripley, he had 6 punts in the season and 58.3 average yard. As for kicking, we're not really that good for, field goals because I'm still getting into the game. Godwin Coates, this my Godwin Coates, excuse me. 5 field goals average. He made 3. He's 60.0%. With the 61 being the longest. 15 extra points made. Well, 15 per average and 15 extra points. And that's pretty much it for now. Recruiting, I know we got a bunch of people come in now. As we got Rabosa and Stickum to join our team. So like I said, guys, it's going to be a tough road ahead of us for the Pack, as they got Florida State, who is 4-4. Then we got the Demolition, who is up top at this moment in the top 25. I believe they're still either number 2 or number 3 in the country. I think they're number 2 with 5 wins, 2 losses. But we did take their place in the conference, as we are number 4 in the conference. They are number 5. Things could still change. We get our home game against the Cardinals, and our rivalry games left is UNC, the Tar Heels, and we head off to Greenville in East Carolina, taking on the Pirates. But anyway, guys, I want to say thank you so much for staying on board. I know this is not NCAA football 14 or soon to be the newest, but we don't know when it's going to be. Now it's called football game until the NCAA make up some rules to make sure things get smoothed down or anything. Because pretty much you might as well just wait till next gen. I don't know, they're going to have news about the PlayStation 5, or the PlayStation 5 will come out next year from Sony. We don't know anything about Xbox. We don't know anything about Nintendo or anything else. So I'm going to give you a little update video later on soon. That's what I'm going to say for now. But anyway, guys, it's your boy QC, and I'll see you next time.